It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Last of Us on HBO. On this video, we're going to be taking a look at some news regarding Season 2 of The Last of Us. Confirmation that Season 2 is ready to go as soon as the writer's strike is over. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So, we're going to talk about things that showrunners Neil Druckmann, who's also the creator of the game The Last of Us, and also the other producer Craig Mazin, said about the production of Season 2 of The Last of Us. So, let's start with Neil Druckmann. Neil Druckmann recently said that Season 2 is ready to go as soon as the writer's strike is over, which means that they have the story, they have the actors and actresses that they need, and they have a solid plan as far as where to film, which is super interesting. I mean, we'll dive deep into some of those things, but that's cool. The other part of it is Craig Mazin said that the storyline for Season 2 is in his head and it's ready to go. So all of that is pointing towards the fact that they're ready. They're just waiting for the writer's strike to end so they can get into it and start. The storyline is probably all on paper and they're ready to go. And this means that as far as characters, they probably know which characters will return, which characters will come into the story from part 2 of the game, and all of that. And with that comes a very, very important thing to note. And that has to do with a major character of part 2. I'm obviously talking about Abby. So this confirms Abby's actress has been selected. It might not have been announced, but it's been selected. And the reason why is because if they're ready to go, that means they have agreements with the actors and actresses that are going to play in Season 2. Because otherwise, then wouldn't that just delay production even further? You know what I mean? And selecting the actresses and actors and reaching an agreement with them is something that can happen in parallel with the writer's strike. They don't need to wait for the writer's strike to be done for them to proceed with all of that stuff. When it comes to locations for filming, when it comes to the actresses and actresses that are going to be involved, when it comes to the storyline, it gets tricky when we talk about the storyline because they're not going to have the scripts because that's a writer's job and the writers are not going to be there. But the main plot line is going to be in place, ready to go. And that plot line is written by the producers, Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, not the writers necessarily. So a lot going on, a lot of interesting and intriguing factors that come into play. There was a lot of reveals that we talked about before about Season 2, and all of that is probably still valid. I'm interested to know your thoughts and opinions, so share that in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.